met Portia de Rossi. We have, I guess, a piece of tape that I haven't seen yet. They've kept it from me, and we'll look at it together.
I've changed so much as a person since I've met Ellen. I used to think that the way to be strong was to be tough. I used to think that to be independent was to not need anyone. But she, oh my gosh, she's taught me that the more vulnerable you are and the softer you are and the more you allow people into your life and into your heart, the happier you are and the more valuable you are to other people. Ellen has completely changed the way I look at life. She's made me not worry about what other people think. I mean, I'm still working on that, I have to be honest. But she's taught me that who I am is perfectly good enough. And that I don't have to pretend to be anything other than who I am. And that's been the most incredible gift that she's given me, that anyone could give to anybody that they love.
Yeah. It's true. I love you. I love you. Well, like I said, when I first met her, she was 168 pounds, and I didn't see anything except a brilliant, amazing person. And when I read this book, and I read the self-loathing and how much she hated herself, I was shocked, and it broke my heart. I had no idea how much she hated herself. And I just can only imagine we all have gone through times where we really didn't feel good inside. So this book is so much more. It's a book about self-esteem. It's a book about accepting yourself. And read it for yourself. If you have children, for sure teenage girls should read this book. It is a beautifully written book, and I'm so, so proud of you, because this is not like her to be, she doesn't like to draw attention to herself. So for her to not only draw attention to herself, but to expose herself in this way is huge, and I'm really, really proud of you. Unbearable Lightness is currently in bookstores, and everyone in the audience is getting a copy, all of you. Go to our website. You can watch more exclusive footage from Portia's interview. We'll be back.
It's a very interesting disorder, anorexia, because you really, really feel like you're completely in control. And I think when I realized that I was maybe not as in control as I thought, when I realized that perhaps I was sick, was when I started becoming afraid of food. I remember feeling like it had taken control over me because I was so afraid to see it. I stopped watching television because I didn't want to see commercials for food. I was afraid to walk by a bakery or to smell food. I was afraid that I would be overcome with the urge to binge, and I would dream about it. Every night I would dream about food. I had a dream where I ordered a Diet Coke at a bar, and I'd taken a sip before I realized that I'd actually just taken a sip of regular Coke, and it catapulted me out of my dream into this frenzy of anxiety. And I remember just waking up sobbing as if I really had a sip of Coke and not Diet Coke. And I think when I started realizing that that was very abnormal to think about food that much and in that way, was when I realized that I was suffering from an eating disorder. when I look in the mirror now, I still see things that I don't like, but the difference is I'm not going to change my diet or change my life in even the smallest way in order to try to fix whatever it is that I don't like when I look in the mirror. I won't exercise to change my body shape, and I won't diet to make my thighs look a little bit thinner. I like how I look. I'm comfortable with how I look. I am very, very grateful to my body for not punishing me the way I punished it. I am lucky that I got through this unscathed and that I don't have any lasting illness because of this disorder. So now when I look in the mirror, I kind of look from head to toe overall and think, this is exactly who I am, and this is exactly what I'm supposed to look like, and I wouldn't do anything to change that. Not anymore.